Um, uh, Brad McGee, a really tough day in the office, but a wonderful attempt by Andy. It's going to look pretty tough from here.
Yeah, I mean, he gave it everything. At the end of the day, it wasn't enough. You're sort of a little bit damned if you do, damned if you don't with Contador on the wheel. You know what do? You change the rhythm, but then it suits him a little bit better. With the wind from behind, it was, I think, in the favour of Andy, even on the front, just to try to drive him into losing the wheel, and then that was his only real option. I don't think Andy can be too disappointed because he just gave it everything, and yeah, it wasn't enough.
Now we know Contador's got the name as a much better time trial, a great time trial, especially in the last stage of a Tour de France. But it's still only 8 seconds, and anything can happen.
Absolutely. I mean, we put a lot of focus on today because this was the big one. But the tour's not over. I mean, now we just have to regather ourselves and move on. Keep plugging away, waiting for opportunities. You never know. Some skinny roads coming up. But right now, I think the boys have done a great job, as best as they can, and what more can you do than that?
Now, it was absolutely chaotic, that last 10 kilometres of the climb with the crowds. Just probably the worst I've seen.
Yeah, I mean, what do? It's out of your control. It's the most stressful and the unnerving thing you can have sitting in the car. But it's just part of it. I mean, it's part of the sport. You just got to put up with it.
That was a really tough day up on the road start, very dangerous. Did you enjoy being in the car for a change instead of on the bike?
I've sort of forgotten that I was once a bike rider. There's too much to concentrate on in that car. But it's hard work for everybody. You know, the police motorbikes, the commissaires, all the video cameras, you know, the camera guys and that. It's a bloody hard job out there.
Journalists as well.
Yeah, I did say that. The cameramen, aren't they sort of half journalists? No, but you know, it's a lot of concentration. You slip up 1 second and you're in trouble with in a bad way. So I think there's a lot of respect out there, but it's a few heated moments as well on the bikes, on the bike riders, and also the guys travelling in the circus behind.
And the last one, all forgotten now about that attack with the chain incident.
Yeah, I mean, but let's not forget that he was going very fast up that hill, and Andy will use that for confidence in the future. He's on the up and up, that's no doubt. He's getting more and more mature, and there'll only be better things, bigger and better things from Andy Schleck.
I've got a couple of more intellectually probing questions.
Do you want to stay and take notes, or just
kick
him in the huh?
Now I've forgotten them. No, I mean, obviously disappointing. Couldn't get more time on Contador, but one of the mission accomplished was to get time on Menschov, who was still a threat from coming from behind.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen what happened on the hill today. Those two are just another level. You know, I think it was nearly 2 minutes in the end back to that second group.
Yeah.
Just a whole nother level, which is important too, because Menschov is also, I thought, and we all thought, he was on the up, and 52k time trial, you can take a lot of time out of someone who's not on a good day. Yeah. So at least that, plus the little stage victory, we can still have a glass of wine, I think, tonight, and yeah, it hasn't been all that bad.
Do you think that 8 seconds time gap between the two reflects in real terms how that there is parity between these guys? There's not a big gap, or do you think there's still some difference between the two?
At the moment, there's no difference. It's 8 seconds. Let's see what the time trial does. But I'm really confident Andy can put a decent one together. He's not tired. He hasn't even tapped into his, endurance base. Even today, what he did today, he's still fresh. You can't shake him. So I think he can do a good time trial, and he needs to anyway for the future.
You've been in situations with time trials. You know the essence of racing against the clock. You've got to between now and then. How do you work with him? One, with his equipment, and two, psychologically to prepare him for it.
Yeah, I think Andy. He's not a complicated time trialist. In the essence, he's not a specialist, but he's paying more interest in it. In the technical side of things, which is good. But again, we can't overcomplicate it. Bjarne will guide him very well in the car. We've spoken already after the prologue, just to sort of reset, because he was a bit disappointed, very disappointed. But you look at it and sort of analyse it and realise it wasn't such a bad day. No reason to lose your head. And all this put together, I think he'll come out and have a good time trial.
Will he have the same time trial bike that he had at the prologue?
Yeah.
Okay, and just secondly, with his, I mean, he has made improvements in time trialling, despite the fact that people may say Contador's far better time trialist. But what areas in the time trial do you think he's made improvements in?
I'd like to say he's done a lot of training, but it's not really. He's just each time trial he's given more focus, rather than being like this pure climber style we've had in the past, where they get to the time trial and they just sort of give up. It's not that. He's paying interest. He's looking at the technical side of things. He's looking at the time trial as a specific event. So it'll come along. I don't know if he's ready to take on Contador, but he'll be a lot better in 2 days than most people think.
Does he have to race? Does he have to believe he's racing for the yellow jersey, or is he racing to produce the optimal performance, trouble-free, error-free performance?
And he runs a little bit on different energy systems than most people. He's an emotional guy. He loves what it means to be in the tour, and the big epic days like today. So if he gets on that sort of wave, he'll ride that all the way to the finish line, and we'll see what it brings.
Okay, true.